This is all of our boot accessories that we've slowly developed over the last 4 years as we've done more and more boot reviews and realized how many things are missing in the market. So be sure to check out all these below. They make great gifts, self-gifts, and it's a huge way that you can help support the channel. So check them out below.
A white box. And a Huckberry box. These are gonna be cool. Oops, I just dropped it on one of the lights. Sorry, light. Didn't mean to. This box, I'm very excited about this boot because this was one of like the original ideas actually that built the drifter boot. And I should go get one. I'm gonna go grab a drifter boot actually. Had to walk like a quarter mile to go get this boot because this is the very first video I'm recording in the new shop. So look at this new background. Isn't it wonderful? I don't even know what it is because I haven't even told the editors that they should start coming up with ideas. So we might do a little competition between the editors to come up with a little background for Rose Anvil 2 and maybe probably for Rose Anvil 1 as well. So here's your voting choices for Rose Anvil 2 backgrounds. In the comments, comment which number, 1, 2, 3, or 4, maybe, I don't know, 5, whichever number you like the most. And that might be our new Rose Anvil 2 background. The drifter boot. We've done the drifter, this will be the 4th year we've done the drifter. And this whole concept was to make a Western inspired boot that wasn't so Western, it wasn't so Western that it wasn't wearable. You know, I wanted a Western boot that still had Western vibes, felt like a Western boot, but that you could hike in, you could ride your motorcycle in, you could dress up and go to a fancy dinner, you could dress down, go swing dancing, line dancing, and still have all the value that White's bakes into their boots with that really high arch support, the hand-sewn, stitched-down construction that only White's does. Every other Pacific Northwest brand are all basically spin-offs of White's. That's why White's really emphasizes the original, because they are the originals. They're the only ones left that are still doing the old school hand-sewn stitch-down construction that basically combines a Goodyear welt with a stitch-down and kind of takes best of both worlds and makes it arguably White's. I think there's a good argument to make that White's makes the most durable boots in the United States. I think it's fair. I think it's a fair assessment. I don't know, is there anything else I'm not thinking of, people watching this? And so when it came to making the drifter boot, that's why we went with the 4811 last, because it's not the pointiest toe, you know, it's pretty broad, it's fairly square, it's narrow, but it's fairly square in the toe, versus the 55 is a lot more almondy shaped. It's pinched here at the toe, more almondy. But I, being a former firefighter, I loved White's. They were like the holy grail boot. It was the 4811 last was what every single firefighting boot was made on. And it was like, it's been around for like 80 years. It's the firefighting last. And last, if you don't know, is the shape that like the plastic shape that the boots are built around, that give it its particular profile and shape. That really brought back the Western aspects of it, you know, and even down to the toe bug. I was like, do we do a toe bug? And I was like, maybe, I don't think we do a toe bug on the drifter. I still want it to ride between those two worlds of Western and work. Like it's this perfect middle ground of Western and work. And I think we pulled it off. I love the drifter boots. I have, this is my Red Dog pair I just barely got because we cut my first pair. And so I finally got another pair of Red Dogs. My black pair, my Drifter 2s with the contrasting pull tab, they're my most broken in pair, and they look so good. And they're so comfy. I love those boots. And then my Drifter 3s are my Blood Core pair, and once again I broke in the Blood Core pair to show everyone like what Blood Core really looks like when you beat the crap out of it, but we had to cut them. And so I'm starting fresh again with a Red Dog pair and a Blood Core pair. So the Drifter 4 actually is gonna be postponed until November, because this project ended up being really, really cool. And I think you guys are gonna like this boot. And so we wanted to do this boot before we got to the Drifter 4. Because I also have some ideas for the Drifter 4 that made it worth waiting on. So if you're waiting for the Drifter 4, you might have to wait until November. So then what is in this box? This is the Sundance Boot, which probably the coolest name that we've come up with. That's actually like a fairly serious name. It's not like slugs and mugs and 7-layer beefy Russell mock, you know, so it's like, and this fits the White's brand a little bit better, and it's just a cooler name, and I just love the Sundance name. I also just realized I don't have a knife, so I gotta go all the way back to the front of the shop to get a knife. I'll be back in another 15 minutes. I cheated, I went and got, this is actually, it's even cooler. Oh, I think it's on autofocus.
This was a little project that Brody did. It took an old school clicker hatchet from the big clicker presses. You hatchet all the scraps to make it really easy to process. Fully restored, fully resharpened, recolored, but we use it every day for the clicker. So you can see it's got a lot of wear. It needs to be resharpened. It's worn through that top coat that we put on. There's a video on Rose Anvil builds of this. I'll link it below. So that's what we're gonna use for the unboxing. But the Sundance Boot, the whole goal with this was, instead of riding that line between work and Western perfectly in the middle, I wanted to be more Western, you know, because these boots are heavy, they're big, they're tall, you know, they're very work oriented, but at the same time still kind of Western. I wanted a boot that was a little more subdued, a little bit more wearable for every day, a little bit more Western, just a little bit lighter. And like to me, like the Drifter is like your heavy duty Western boot. You go anywhere, do anything in it. And then the Sundance Boot is like its little brother that's a little bit more dress, a little bit more Western, a little less work, a little less of all the heavy duty work stuff. So the idea would be like, you can work your butt off in these, you can do anything in them, you can ride horses. It's your go-to, do it all Western boot. And then you have the Sundance Boot that's kind of your fancier boot, a little bit more pointy. It's just a more casual or more dressy, less built up, and that is what's in this box. And I don't think anyone's really done a boot like this. And I don't know, I honestly don't know why, because I think it's gonna be pretty sick. I haven't even seen a photo of it. So let's get to the unboxing with the USMC clicking hatchet. This thing is so cool. Brody did such a good job on it. White Sundance. Let's unbox it. Because the cool thing about this is it's got this little bevel, or this little curve here. And then I'm pretty sure you would sharpen that so you have like an ability to cut like this as well as hatchet. And that works, on unboxing at least. Maybe less right here, okay. That works. 2 boxes, please. It's definitely still heavy. All these boxes weigh a ton. And this is not the final version either. These are a couple samples to really start getting all the specs dialed in. So we're gonna go through what I think needs to be changed, how we need to adjust it, and figure out if this project is even gonna work. Because I don't even know if it's gonna be able to be pulled off or not. So let me know what you think needs to be changed or adjusted, what you like, what you don't like. Now, let's see what's inside the Sundance prototype number 1. And the White's box, which is our, see, trust the original. I also really like this little logo that they have. I love that logo. Their packaging is really good. It's probably also the boxes I struggle with the most unboxing. Okay, moment of truth. Sundance. Dang! Yes! Oh my gosh, that is so freaking good. Look at that. That is so sick. Oh my gosh. There's so much I want to talk about with this. I'm gonna try not to just make this an hour-long video. But you might notice this is a very different pattern compared to the Drifter. Because your Drifter, you've got your full counter cover. On the Sundance, this is their semi-dress pattern where it looks more like an Alden Indy. It looks more like a dress boot because you don't have that external counter. You just have this backstay strip, and then the counter is locked in with this stitch that runs down through there. And I think that looks so sick because they already have like a semi-dress boot that uses this pattern. I was like, I want to use that, but in a more Western way. And I think it looks so good. I'm like shocked at how good it looks. And obviously you can see it's a lot shorter. This is a 10-inch boot. This is a 6-inch boot, so you still got your 3 speed hooks, little eyelet at the top, 4 eyelets below, and you got a freaking toe bug. Look at that. That looks so cool. But you might notice that the toes are very different shapes. That's because this is the 4811 last, and this is the 690 Packer last. I'm pretty sure. I don't have my iPad. Yeah, it's the Packer last. Because they have 2 Packer lasts. They have a really long pointy one, and they have one that's a little bit more like broad, but still fairly pointy. And look, that looks so freaking good with the toe bug. You know, it's still, and if you look at the bottom, it kind of gives you an idea of how wide the last actually is. And you might notice as well, only one row of stitching on this. And this is, and we pulled a lot of inspiration from a lot of boots, like some Division Road stuff, like one of the Stitch Down collaborations. I think Standard and Strange collaborations. There's a lot of really cool collaborations we pulled inspiration from. I think it was Division Road. We unboxed their White's boot. It was black, it was like a 7-inch boot, and it had a single row of this hand-sewn stitch down construction. I was like, that's sick, I want that on like exactly what this boot is. A little bit more dressy, slim, a little bit tighter, a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. And so that's what we did. So instead of this big chunky double row that I really, really like, we went with this really slim single row while still doing that hand-sewn stitch down construction. Because it's not just a regular stitch down, it's that hand-sewn where it's rolled and has all those unique little things. That's enough for that. Let's open up, before I gush all the cool talking points, let's see what the other one looks like. Also, thank you guys for supporting these. It's my most favorite thing to do. I love doing these projects and working with these brands and coming up with really cool, unique stuff and pushing the limits of things. And it's a huge part of how we run the channel. Oh, there's a little toasty boy. Come here. Come here. Come visit me. Come up here. Come on. Come here. Come here. He'll come up. Anyway, I was just expressing some gratitude because it's so fun to do. This is like a dream come true. I was like a huge fan of whites. I've said this 1,000 times, but I don't care. When I was an 18-year-old kid doing firefighting, I loved whites. I wanted a pair so freaking bad. So I'd be working with them as like a dream come true. But it also was really beneficial because it's what allows me to continue to educate myself with the footwear industry, because until you start working with some of these designs and working with multiple designs in different industries and different types of construction techniques, you don't really find the limits until you work with a brand and find the limits. And so thank you guys. It's literally a dream come true. I love it. So anyway, enough of that. Sundance Boot number 2. Blacked out. Oh gosh, I forgot we did that. That looks so sick. I love the two-tone. Look at that. Look at the difference in the tongue. So this one has the big U shape. This one has a little bit flatter shape. I have no idea why they did one of each, to be honest with you. So I'll wear both and kind of figure out what feels best. Dang, I like both of these so much. This is a good like blacked out. Oh, okay, so here's the difference. So we have one that has a little bit lower heel and one that has a taller heel, because this is that Packer last, and so it has really, really high arch support. And so because of that, the heel has to be really high. Otherwise you get lots of toe spring that you might not want. Because look at the toe spring here, it's like a thumb width. Toe spring on this one. Actually, it's about the same. I don't feel like they're that different in toe spring. Yeah, it's really only a difference of an 1/8 of an inch, maybe 1/4 of an inch. So, which height of heel do you like better? Do you like the lower heel? It's gonna have a little bit more toe spring, it's gonna rock as you walk? Or do you like the higher heel that has a little bit more Western vibe to it and it's gonna walk a little bit more naturally? Also, the toe spring, or like the toe height is different. I wonder why. I think they gotta be the same toe. I don't know, actually. I'll have to ask whites what that's about. So yeah, let me know which heel height you like better. It's only a difference of 1 layer, because this one has 5 lifts, leather lifts, 4 leather lifts. Oh, I don't know which one I like more. I'm gonna have to try them on and wear them and really be able to see. Oh, I love this little accent right there. I think that looks so good. I think that's enough. I think we covered a lot, because we talked about the pattern, we talked about the toe bug, we talked about the last shape, we talked about the welt stitch being a single row, we talked about the difference in heel heights, V-bar outsole versus the mini lug, just to make it a little bit different, honestly, more than anything. And it's just a little bit more dressy. And yeah, okay. These are all of our handmade wallets that we sew right here in the shop, cut out right here in the shop, and we don't use sewing machines. We do it the old school way with the saddle sewing technique that they use to make saddles instead of the sewing machine. It's 1 piece of thread, 2 needles, and weaving in and out of the thread all the various colors from tan, light brown, medium brown, dark brown, and black, but more importantly, the various wallets. So starting with the smallest and the first, the one that really launched the brand on Kickstarter, the Claude wallet, 2 pockets, 1 shorter pocket and a bigger pocket behind with the rolled edge so you can hold more cards. Same thing with the slim wallet, it's just a redesign of this. Same concept, 2 pockets, rolled edge for the bigger pocket. Then the Big Daddy version of the Slim, the SBB, that we actually made this pattern for the shattered backboard cut in half way early in the YouTube days, but it has 2 card pockets in the front and that bigger cash pocket with the rolled edge. Then to the Swayze, the one I use probably most every single day. So it's got 4 card pockets so you can really partition off and separate your cards. And if that's not enough card room and you want a little cash room, you can go to the Togo. 2 big pockets where you can store cash folded once and 4 card pockets. If you're old school, you want the traditional bifold. Same concept here, but you've got 6 cash pockets with these little hidden pockets back here and that cash slot there, traditional bifold. And the biggest daddy of them all, the travel wallet, a little spot for your boarding pass and your passport, your ID, all your credit cards, all the junk that you're gonna accumulate on the trip, even this little hidden pocket right there. So check these all out below. So now, second half of the unboxing. Huckberry time. Huckberry's so cool. We've worked with Huckberry for a few years now, and they're a store that carries like all the heritage quality stuff that you might want to accentuate your obsession with boots. They have anything from like boots and shoes to like little knickknacks and swim trunks and coats and pajamas. They just said it's the one-stop. What do they even call it? I think one of their slogans is like a one-stop shop or something. So let's see what Huckberry sent us this month with the USMC clicker hatchet. The nice thing about Huckberry sending us this stuff is I don't need to keep all of it. And so usually what we do is we'll order some stuff for the editors too, so that you guys can start seeing, because I don't wear the shoes in every single video. Most of the time editors are wearing the shoes. And so when they're wearing skinny jeans, can't wear skinny jeans with a cowboy boot. And so I've been giving them some of the pants that are really high quality, some of the cool brands, just to give them like some cool clothes to wear and experience the heritage world without having to spend like $200 on jeans, and to have like a really cool pair to wear in the B-roll. Okay, should we do half of this in one video, half in another video? It's a lot of stuff. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do half now and half later. 2 boots and a small bag, a big bag, a medium-sized bag. Let's do those. Let's see what's in Huckberry box, shoe box, boot box number 1. Oh my gosh, I forgot we ordered these. These are cool. Perfectly on brand with this video too. Oh dang, look at this. As like the flesh is on, or the grain is on the inside, the rough out, but this is like a really soft, that is a really tumbled leather. Dang, these are gonna be, oh, it's Vibram outsole too. These are cool. Vibram outsole, Goodyear welt construction, nice leather in the upper. I don't know, oh, it's removable insole. Okay, here it is. I don't think we ordered this. I think they just sent it to us. $172. It's on sale right now. Still got some sizes. This, I love this upper. This, look how soft it is. That's gonna be so comfy. Fairly broad toe box, not super pointy. Comfortable Western boot built for urban and ranch life. No boot represents the hardworking ethos of Western grit quite like the ATX Western. For starters, to help limit foot fatigue for all-day wear, there's added space in the toe box, like I said, called that one, and cushioned removable insoles. It's also easy to slide on and off thanks to a soft unlined leather shaft. Oh yeah, that's another nice aspect about that flesh out, right? Like you got the abrasion resistant, strong, fuzzy suede or rough or flesh side, and you have the really smooth grain side so your foot slides in and out really easily. And in the heel, it looks like they've got a dedicated flesh out heel counter too. Nice. These boots are sick, and they're like a really low heel too, so it's like a perfect little roper. That is cool. I like this boot a lot. Perfect too, because you know, these Sundance boots are gonna be pricey because they're the hand-sewn, stitched-down construction, made in the United States. These are a lot more affordable, a lot more casual. Those are cool. I might keep these, unless you guys really want to see these cut in half. I might be keeping these. Because the thing I like about this is it's almost like it's a roper boot, but with as low of a heel as you even find on regular boots. Like that's as low as the heels you usually get. Huckberry box number 2. These are so cool. These are like your Birkenstock slides, because I use like my Birkenstock slides for my house slippers, because Toaster's litters all over the floor and I step on it and I hate it. But these are like fully felted wool slippers. Nice thick insole,
wool on top, grippy rubber outsole. It's got a little toe bumper on it, and they're wide, but they're not like super wide. Because like look at this insole. Let's see how wide it is. Oh, maybe it looks like it's about as wide as like a regular sneaker actually, and it just looks a little bit wider because of how thick the material is, and with that big toe bumper on it. All right, this is the gray. The brand is Grays. The style is the wool outdoor mule slipper. Comfortable wool slip-ons with an updated leather reinforced heel. There's not much reinforcement. It's a little leather strip there. I wonder if they had like some blowout there. Sliding into a pair of Grays slippers gives you the same satisfying feeling as a nice steep pour of bourbon after a long day. A cozy wool blend keeps your feet comfortable, while a grippy rubber sole lets you take them beyond the confines of your humble abode. Whoever writes these they're good. These are really good like positioning statements and like paragraphs here. So nice work, Huckberry. Every pair is naturally moisture wicking and odor resistant, and comes with a leather pull-on tab. What? Leather pull-on tab? Not really, right? Handmade in Portugal, premium wool blend, extra soft and never itchy. They have different colors. They got a lighter gray and a darker gray. I went darker. Cool. Okay. So a couple things that I already have that I wanted to show you guys again, because I was like, can I get some more pairs of those? Because I love them. I wear them every freaking day at the gym. These. Introducing Welln's radically soft performance sweats. The well knit short is designed to be comfortable. The one thing I like most about this is it's got a little side zip pocket right here. So I put like my key in there, or like something I don't want to like get jostled out of my shorts when I'm jogging or working out or doing whatever. And then you got two regular short pockets. 78% polyester, 22% spandex, so it's nice and stretchy. These look good. They feel good. They're like my favorite gym shorts because they look high quality, because they actually are. Instead of like the cheap, like really bad fabric you used to wear in high school, these look nice. I feel good when I wear these. You know what I mean? Like I don't feel like I'm wearing gym shorts. I feel like I'm wearing like nice gym shorts. So if you need some gym shorts, check these out. They're really good. Another thing that I was like, can I have another pair of those? Is the 72-hour merino wool pants. Because I exclusively travel in them now. Because they're wool, they don't stink. You know how like you get off an airplane and everything smells so terrible, and like your body stinks, your pants stinks, you don't want to wear them again. With the wool, they're very odor resistant, and they're stretchy. They're thermal regulating, so they keep you warm, but they still like breathe really well. These are really, really good travel pants. So these retail for $168. So they're pricey compared to like a regular pair of jeans, but still like half the price of like raw denim, right? But the whole idea is like, these are durable. They're gonna last a long time. They're moisture wicking. They don't smell nearly as bad. They're gonna last a long time. So you're paying for the quality and you're paying for the comfort. I love them. 72-hour merino wool pants by Proof. Check these out. What is this? It's a big old puffy something. Ooh, wax canvas. Is it a vest? Oh no, it's a full coat, jacket. Flint and Tender. I love Flint and Tender. I've got their wax trucker jacket, and it's so cool. It's summer now, so I don't wear it very often at all. But as soon as winter comes around, I'm wearing that thing every day. Permaloft insulation. Warmth, softness, lightweight comfort, and post-consumer recycled materials. Breathable, packable, lightweight. So that's what I like about this. It's got like the wax canvas. That's the old school heritage traditional way of making a more water resistant material instead of like the plastic based stuff that most other brands use. But at the same time, they're still utilizing some modern technology with the insulation. York quilted wax jacket. It retails for $298. So I got dark olive then. So it's kind of a greeny, but it kind of has blue in it. It's a nice color. A wax canvas puffer that's a city slicker by day and cabin dweller by the weekend. That's why I think this is cool. You know, I'm not a big puffer jacket guy. I was raised like hunting and less like that side of the outdoor world. I still think they're sick. They look good on people, no shame whatsoever. I just never got any. I never wore them. And I like the more heritage traditional stuff, but I like the utility of a puffer jacket and like the warmth or how thin it is. So combining a wax trucker jacket with the puffer jacket is what this is, and it's freaking cool. I hope the arms are long enough. Yeah, that's not bad. Isn't that cool? You get like a puffer jacket that's actually heritage and cool. Okay, I think we've unboxed everything, right? So now let's try on the boots. So the slipper. This is a size 11. I'm a 10 on the Brannock. I should have gone with a 10. So I think these probably fit true to your Brannock size, honestly. Yeah, I should have gone with a 10. So go true to your Brannock for these slippers. I want to try these on. These are cool. I'm surprised I haven't heard about these before. Yeah, they honestly feel like a regular, like, low boot. Forgot what size these are. Oh, 10.5. So I went true to my sneaker size on these. Yeah, I like these boots a lot. And I think I would get a 10.5 again, honestly. So I would just go to your sneaker size. I'm usually a 10.5 in sneakers. 10 on the Brannock, so I'd go like half a size up. If you want a snug fit, you could probably go true to Brannock, but I'm really happy with that. Dang, I did not know that I was gonna fall in love with these boots so much. Now, Sundance boot time. Whew. Talk about some arch support. Oh my gosh. This, I think, is one of the highest arches you can get from Whites, because the Drifter's built on the 4811, which is already ridiculous high. But Packer boots, because they have such a high heel, they usually have a lot higher arch too. And so that is exactly what's happening here. It's just a crazy, crazy arch. Okay, Red Dog pair, higher heel. Dang, that's even higher arch. There's like a cliff that my foot is like arching off of. I bet they're gonna be so comfy though when they're broken in, because I like having arch support. There's some people that hate arch support. Arch support. I love arch support. Okay, let's see how they feel. Actually, the arches feel about the same, to be honest. I like the look of them though, looking down on these, because I went with a little bit wider width. I still have plenty of room in there. Like, even though it's a pointier toe, I got plenty of room. Let me walk around a little bit. I'll be back. I'm gonna do some walking. Okay, I just walked literally a mile to the front of the shop is what it felt like anyway. Looked in the mirror. I don't know which one I like more. I think I'm leaning towards a little bit higher heel just to make it a little bit more Western. Yeah, I think I like the taller heel. They walk really similar. I can't really feel a difference between the two, but they walk really nice. Like, it's really like heel toe, but really smooth, because you got that toe spring, so it's not like clomp toe. It's like it rolls as you walk, even on a brand new boot. All right, those are sick. So this video is long enough. So that's it. I'm done gushing. I'm done talking about everything. These boots are gonna be so sick. So let me know what you think. Let me know what you think we should adjust, what we should add or subtract, or which heel profile you like, what colorways. So thank you guys for all your support and watching this longer video. Huge shout out to Huckberry. These are so sick. Check these out. They're on sale right now. They have all those really cool clothes, that like the gym shorts, the travel pants, the waxed canvas puffer jacket. And get ready for the drop of these, because these are going to be dropping in place of the Drifter 4s, and Drifter 4s are going to be in November. Yeah, they drop in September on this date. And thank you guys again. This is so cool, it's so fun, and I think we've made something that's really unique that isn't really available, that blends a lot of the things that I love most about the boot world into one single boot that's, yeah, I'm done gushing, I said it 1,000 times. Thank you guys, see ya.